college football. I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Aggies offense will be the first up today. So here we are at the semifinal stage. The final four teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kurt, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure. And now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
There's a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Now it's second down here. Ball handed to the running back. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big moment of the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Looks like he's going to run it. Finds room at the 30. Slides to avoid the big hit. The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback still with the football. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Touchdown, Aggies, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. Be tackled with the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Ohio State's offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Chris, how about this? Right out of the gate, this offense says, we are going to our star on the outside, and this guy delivers for a big first down. That's how you want to start a game.
After the incompletion, second down now from the 35. He hands it off from the gun. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going. some jitters on the part of that receiver. So second down after the incompletion. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The tight end has got it.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
The tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Coming up, second down and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Gun now on third down. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they fight back here in this playoff game. So the opportunity to tie this game spoiled by that penalty flag. Let's see if they can execute better this time. We'll see what the offense dials up here on third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Breaks in open space.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Here's the second down play. Running back with the football. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a head on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Slangs the quick throw. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Go to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Texas A&M getting set for the first and 10 now. And a handoff as they run the counter play. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Pulls it in. It's Cunningham. Good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense. especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Look out, room to run here. First out and more. He's still running. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Looking to scramble now.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Change of direction. Stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And the Aggies come to the line with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. Second down and goal.
And it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Goal line formation for the defense. Trying to convert with a sweep. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Texas A&M. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. That's reeled in. It's Snead. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
Makes the grab. It's Snead. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him. They're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Has the first down and more. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the same runner's got it again. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Here's the point after it's out.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Breaks free. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Quarterback operating an empty set. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
The offense now facing a... And long on the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Grab made by the tight end. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down. The Aggies come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the left side.
It's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the runners out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Putting together a nice drive now. It'll be first down close to midfield. Looking to chuck it again. Makes a quick catch. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looks to the left, pass caught. But a huge hit by the linebacker, but a tackle. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw to the quarterback off the RPO. They stop him, but it's a first down. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. And the Aggies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. On 1st down, it's play action. The pass rush gets home.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in his stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Across the 40. Makes the defender miss. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a pro with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Over the middle and incomplete. So the offense takes the field in the finals after a really nice game there.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Will bring him down. The defense punctuating the 2nd quarter with a big play. The Aggies will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
A quick throw out left, complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. The Buckeyes come up the line to crank the tempo up here. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see in the game today.
Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. Play action here on 1st down. He's wide open. Look out. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Boy, a huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently. Go back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Good throw to the left. With the catch, it's Cunningham. Refuses to go down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
It's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Yeah, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's past the marker and still going. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the right side. And the defense brings him down. Looking for a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. But to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Buckeyes are on the move here.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Looking deep to the right side. And he makes the grab inside the 10. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadline, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Heading to the fourth quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They jump on top now here in the fourth.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Jackson. And they stop it at the 11, not good field position to start the drive. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They're able to convert now the 1st and goal at the 6.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. 1st and goal, handoff. Boulders all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop a dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
You thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fresh coverage now from these DBs. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A deep shot to the left side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense cannot be stopped. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can just see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught at the 30, still running. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They couldn't stop him now.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Cunningham. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down from the 30. The Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it again. Caught by the receiver. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 2nd down after that completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass complete on a crossing route. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And this pass is on target. Caught. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Throwing off play action. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. Grinding away on the ground. As the 1st down is still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. On third down, he drops to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. It's a quarterback keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Tailback with another carry. First down, looking for more now. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. First down, looking to throw the ball. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
That's good for a fighting Texas A&M.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for a late deep throw. Oh, and the lob is intercepted near the sideline. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance